Euclid's Elements, Book 4, Proposition 11. In a given circle, to inscribe a pentagon that is equilateral and equiangular, or what we would call a regular pentagon. So here's our given circle. We want to put a pentagon, a perfect pentagon, equiangular and equilateral in this circle. So the first thing we're going to do is remember that in Prop 10, we were introduced to how to build a very particular kind of isosceles triangle. And it's an isosceles triangle where if the value up here is A, this base is 2A, and this base is 2A. So we're going to use that and construct this triangle. It can be any size we want. So let it be F, G, H, and having these proportions. Now we're going to use Book 4, Prop 2, to create a triangle that's equiangular to this given triangle. And we can put it inside this circle. So that's what we're going to do. Basically, you're going to transfer this and fit it in here, but keep all the angles. So it's going to look like this. So let ACD, so we're going to make triangle ACD equiangular to triangle FGH. So this allows us to make FGH, and now we're going to reproduce it. So these still have the same things. If this is going to be A, and this will be 2A, and this will be 2A. Our third step, using Book 1, Prop 9, we're going to bisect the angle at C and the angle at D. So let's bisect those. And we're just going to bisect them and extend them until they hit the circumference. Same thing here. Going to bisect and extend until they hit the circumference. Now, since this whole thing was 2A and we bisected it, the value of this is A, and the value of this is A. And the same here. The value of this is A, and the value of this is A. And this is already at A. So we should be able to see that we've got 5 different angles that have the same value, the value of A. And notice they're standing on various arcs or various pieces of the circumference of the circle. And so our fourth step is to use Book 3, Prop 26, and it tells us that if we have equal angles, they're going to stand on equal circumferences. And so since this A is standing on CD, it's going to be the same as this A, which is standing, oh, and let's give these some new points. Let's call this point B and point E. So we can see that CD, the arc CD or circumference CD, is equal to DE, because they are standing, the angles are standing, equal angles are standing on equal circumferences. If the angles are equal, the circumferences are equal. So we can see that these are all, these angles are all standing on different circumferences. Therefore, all 5 of these are equal. So CD equals DE equals AE equals AB equals BC. So all 5 of these arcs, or all 5 of these circumference parts, are equal to each other. Now let's connect. Let's connect all of these. That's BA, BC. This is already connected. And now what we have here in the pink is we have a pentagon. And now we just have to show that this pentagon, which is inscribed in this circle, is equilateral and equiangular. So the first thing we can show is that, again, going back to Book 3, Prop believe it's 29, and it says that equal circumferences or equal arcs stand on equal straight lines. So since AB is equal to BC, therefore this line underneath it is equal. So since all 5 of these arcs are equal, the straight lines subtending them are also equal. So this just says that if we have equal circumferences, then they are subtended by equal straight lines. Therefore, line AB is equal to line BC, which is equal to line CD, which is equal to line DE, which is equal to line EA. So that shows that all 5 sides of our pentagon are equilateral. All right, so now we just have to prove that they're equiangular. And we can do that by noting, going back here, remember all of these circumferences are equal. So let's just take this circumference, BA, okay, and compare it to this circumference, DE. All right, we already know that circumference AB is equal to circumference DE from this step number 4. So to those equal circumferences, let's add this circumference here, BCD. All right, so we're going to add circumference BCD to both of these. Equals added to equals, the remainders will be equal. So if we take AB and we add BCD, we're going to get circumference ABCD. And that's going to be equal to circumference BCDE. Now let's look at that. So let's look at circumference ABCD. We know from book 3, prop 27, that if we have an angle standing on an equal circumference, so if we have 2 angles standing on 2 equal circumferences, those angles will be equal. So let's look at this angle. Get a different color here. We'll look at this angle here in green. All right, so this angle, the angle here at E, is standing on circumference ABCD. But ABCD is equal to this. So the angle standing on ABCD, namely angle E, is going to be equal to any other angle standing on an equal circumference. And since BCDE is equal, the angle standing on it is here at the angle at A. So the angle at A and the angle at E are both equal because they're standing on 4 pieces of equal arc, or 4 pieces of equal circumference. And therefore, they're equal. And we can do that by that same logic, we can extend that all the way around and show that every one of these angles is standing on 4 pieces of arc that are all equal. Therefore, the angles must be equal. Therefore, this entire pentagon in pink is equiangular. So all the angles are equal, so it's equiangular. So we've constructed in a circle, a given circle, a pentagon that is both equilateral and equiangular, which is what we were supposed to do. And therefore we can conclude our construction proof with QEF.